welcome to my channel. My name is Pauline. I am a creator, and this is my very first Do Art With Me video. But this is also a video where I will be talking throughout because I'll be sharing some of my reflections and just some thoughts in my head. So if you wanted to join me and get your own art supplies or just chill out with me and get your favorite beverage, you're welcome to do so. So on this particular day that I was painting, I was having a rough day, not gonna lie, as we all do. And one of the greatest things that I'm thankful for is the outlet art gives. And I wanted to approach this in an abstract painting. I am very used to portraits and still lives and basically anything close to being realistic or very close to my reference, and so I just did not want that. I didn't want to leave room for perfectionism that particular day, and keep in mind that as I talk to you right now, this is a couple days after this painting, and I'm glad that I aired out some time since then to kind of share my reflections, because when we're having an overwhelming day, it's okay to feel it all and to observe and to reflect and let it air out a couple days, because some things that we worry about may not even matter in the next days. So I'm just glad that I documented this to kind of just be able to reflect and look back upon. So yeah, as I was saying, I wanted to do an abstract painting because it's not something I'm used to, and I wanted to step out of my comfort zone, but also on this day I was not really sure how to express in words how I felt, and things were just super overwhelming. So I wanted to put that on canvas, and I just took a bunch of colors representing what I was feeling, the overwhelming emotions. And it was interesting because while I had thoughts of gratitude and thankfulness, I was also experiencing confusion and loneliness. Oh, I made a mistake, which we can do sometimes, but it's okay. All good. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. Same with, just organic shapes. You don't see perfect lines. You don't see complete linear things, as life is not always linear and perfect and straight. And so I've learned as I get older to embrace the curves, to embrace the turns in life, the ups and downs, the unexpected detours, and that's kind of what I wanted to express here. Another thing I wanted to know is that when I was painting this, I had nothing in the background, no music, no podcast, just me in silence, which can be hard for us humans nowadays. Like, we are completely overstimulated at times, and so in order for me to really focus, I just wanted it to just be me and this canvas and this paintbrush, and just to be mindful, because I really didn't want to miss out on the chance to grow and to feel what I felt, which I'm learning day by day, to be present, to be mindful, because your future self will be grateful for you being present in that moment. Otherwise, if you weren't present, your future self would have never known what that memory was like. So yeah, maybe for you, take some moments throughout this week to just be mindful. one of the most relieving and exciting realizations that I had within this time of COVID is that we do have the power to resist the idea that we need to stay in one place or to do one thing, especially as an artist and as a person, as a human. It can easily discourage us when we are told that we should focus on one thing. But for me personally, and through my experience, it just has not been fun just doing one thing and limiting ourselves. And of course, that comes with taking risks and trying new things and getting out of your comfort zone. And one thing I've learned is that if you feel hesitant, it's probably something that you should do. Not all things. Of course, you want to take healthy risks, but sometimes it may be our own fear or our own assumptions that will hinder us from exploring and growing and reaching our full potential. Don't stay in one place just for the sake of comfort. Explore and be open. And so now I'm making a flower, and trust me, I can make way more better flowers than this. It kind of looks like the SpongeBob flowers in the sky. But I've been really drawn to flowers, not necessarily saying that I am a green thumb, because I cannot keep up with plants or maintain them, but just the lessons that we can learn from it. In order to reap or to harvest, we have to endure the waiting process. A flower is not going to grow overnight, of course, we all know that. But we have to be able to endure the waiting process. But sometimes it has to do with you working in the midst of waiting. And sometimes while we are anxious in the wait, it can cause us to kind of procrastinate or prevent us from working on other things. And so, where am I going with this? See, my thoughts. Just like this painting right now, swirls. I think that's actually what I felt at that moment. How life can be like a wormhole and a bunch of windy roads, and it's so confusing at times, right? And I think at that moment of painting this, I definitely felt like I was in a super windy road. Oh, and then for this part, I feel at times that I can be in a tornado, or that I'm constantly on tornado watch mode. And one of the things I've been learning is just to embrace the good things. I think sometimes I will always think of the what ifs, the worst that can happen, even in the midst of blessings. And so now I am painting clouds, representing being able to dream again. And for someone who had circumstances where I had to adult pretty quickly and kind of adapt to all of those things, it kind of prevented me from dreaming or to think of, beyond my circumstances or even the dreams that I had as a kid. When you get hit with life pretty head on, you kind of forget about possibility and you're really just stuck in the day-to-day struggles without really thinking about the future in a way that's hopeful or exciting or fun. So during COVID, I definitely learned how to dream again and to embrace and to revive and to reclaim those dreams that I had as a kid. And slowly, I've been in the process of fulfilling those dreams, and I must say it's been pretty cool. And so these lines kind of represent life's travels. One, I do like traveling, but also, and how everything is a journey. And I've learned to not think so much about the outcome or a destination, but to just value the process, value the in-between moments, because that's where you really discover and that's really where you grow. I don't really remember why I painted X's, but it's interesting. I wonder where my head was at that moment. So I'd like to see myself as a very optimistic person overall, but on this particular day, I was feeling like there was a hole in my heart, a hole in my soul, and that's okay. And sometimes we may feel guilt for feeling bad or to feel sad or depressed, and I've learned to embrace every side of me, everything that my mind may go through, my heart may go through. And honestly, we won't know what's really good in life until we experience what's really bad. And that can apply to many things in life. But one thing I can say is that I'm super grateful that I showed up on the day that I painted this. I'm glad I showed up when I could have procrastinated and not dealt with how I felt that day, or just turned to social media or other outlets, temporary outlets. But I guess I will conclude in telling you guys it's completely fine to not be okay, and a reminder to take moments to be mindful, to observe, to ponder, to think, and to affirm yourself again that you are loved, you are worthy of love, and you're not alone. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please, if you want to continue the conversation, comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.